Listen, I'm telling you what, it happens every single time. Every single time. Listen, every time there's a station meeting, all of a sudden I can't go. This is what happens. It's happened every single time. No, I'm telling you what. Every single time they have a station meeting, and I can't go. No, they do it. What? I can't say hi to anybody. I'm just sitting down here with the upside down cockroaches here as they are all having what was it bagels and stuff upstairs. Listen, you know what they used to do? They used to have it where they would have it at night. They'd have a pizza party. Yeah, those were great. Yeah, yeah. Then I could maybe show up for that. And all of a sudden it's like, yeah, well, no, of course I don't eat the pizza. No, no, of course. You think I'm gonna mess up this felt? No, man, no way. This beautiful felt puppet skin of mine. No, absolutely not. No, listen, but I tell you what, I could have got a bagel this morning. Well, you say, yeah, what do you mean? You don't eat pizza, but you eat bagels? No, but listen, it's the thought that counts. It's the thought that counts. I mean, you know what? What's your favorite bagel? What? Right. Yeah, okay. So you like one of those weird ones, like the blueberry, just a blueberry bagel. Listen, I'd rather have a plain bagel. What about you back there? What? Oh, right. Yeah, well, see everything. You have a bagel, you want to have an everything bagel. Yeah. So, oh, listen. So here we go. Anyways, we're broadcasting live from the WDCE studios out of the University of Richmond. Once again, you're listening to 90.1 FM from the most trusted puppet in media, reporting since Roswell. I'm Sam Newsman, and this is Saturday morning. I want to thank everyone, of course, for joining into the show. Now, of course, we are broadcasting live. We have the Sam Cam up and running at Sam Newsman. And of course, if you were driving around town, you'd be able to hear my, of course, beautiful puppet voice out of your radio dial at 90.1 FM. But if that's not the case, go to WDCE.org. You can listen to it there or download the Live 365 app. Search WDCE. You can listen to the radio feed. That's where the only place you can hear the songs that I play. You can't play the songs over here on social media and all that jazz. But anyways, we do have the Sam Cams up, and we do have a very special birthday. Big M just told me that his boy Logan, that's right, Logan is turning 6. So happy birthday to Logan. Birthday shouts out all the way around. We have a couple of birthday shout outs already. So if you're out there in Instagram land, you're out there in YouTube, Twitter, well, X, and Twitter, X, and Facebook. Yes, that's what we are. See, we're live streaming on multiple different platforms. Yeah, we call it simulcast in the business, right? Simulcasting. So right. So I'm here on the radio. That's 1. Then I'm here at Sam Newsman on Instagram. That's 2. Then I have right over here. I have Facebook. So is it 5? I'm sorry, 5. No, yeah, we tried to do the TikTok. You know what happens every time I go live on TikTok? I get banned. I get banned for a week and I can't do anything for a week. Well, I can still post my little reels every day, which you can find at Sam Newsman all over social media. No, but every time I go live on TikTok, someone flags me and they say, oh, well, that's a little media puppet giving misinformation. Hold on, wait a minute. What do you mean? That's derogatory to begin with. Just a little media puppet. Get out of here with all of that nonsense. Listen, I've been doing this a long time. Been doing it since Roswell. As a matter of fact, don't get mad at me just because I have to sign a bunch of NDAs a long time ago that I can't talk about anymore. Right. Well, see. Listen, don't get upset. Listen, I know about the 2 guys in the black suits in the back of the room. No, of course. All right, right. Well, listen, we all have handlers somewhere. I'm telling you. Well, anyway, so what? Lord Blanket. No, well, of course, Lord Blanket. Yeah, I told you guys all year round that Lord Blanket was real, and all you guys wanted to say the whole time was Lord Blanket was just a myth. No, Lord Blanket's real. Listen, he's misunderstood. I think he's completely misunderstood, and I think that all this haterade about Lord Blanket, there's a lot of propaganda going around, right? Yeah, talking about imagination and stealing and all that stuff. I'm not sure what that's all about. But all I know is that he's over there. He's fine. What was that? Hmm. Right, right. Yeah, sorry, sorry to the radio listeners. Well, I mean, listen, he's over my shoulder. I mean, if you're watching, you can watch on the Sam cam as well. So it's you can watch on the Sam cam. Like I said, Lord Blanket's right here over my shoulder. He is. But anyways, at Sam Newsman all over social media. I got Cato's collection, Big M, GZ, Creasy, Hubble Telescope, Roundhead, Skydro Walker, a couple of other people here joining into the chat in Instagram land. Shout out to all of you. Once again, thanks for joining into the show. It is 10:13 here on the fourth day of November. Man, I was saying earlier, it just seemed like that things went by quick when it came to October. October came and gone. We had come and gone. Right. Yeah. Right. Well, listen, I thought it was quite yeah. Yep. Zip. Done. What? Well, of course. Of course I had candy corn. Right. Yeah. Listen, the more candy corn the more candy corn that I had, the more magical my Halloween is. Listen, I heard someone say that candy corn, what was it? Yeah, well, my buddy Jeff. Yeah, you know what he said? Yeah, he got on the radio the other day. He said that candy corn is the devil's ears wax. It's the devil's earwax. The devil's earwax? Yeah. The devil's earwax. It should be banned from Earth. Man, golly, the haterade from the candy corn is vicious. Oh, it's intense. You know, another thing is intense is the pineapple on pizza. Yeah, yeah, pineapple on pizza. That's another one. He said, Cato says it's Michael Bublé season already. Oh no. Oh no, Cato. It is not Bublé season. It's the season of Mariah. Ah. Oh, did you guys see it? Did you see it? The ice cracked at midnight. Oh, it did. It cracked at midnight. It was. It was great. I mean, last year she did something fantastic too. She was, I think, on the cycle, and she was cycling as a witch, and all of a sudden at midnight, her witch outfit turned into a Christmas outfit. This year, it was a vault, and the vault opened up at midnight. So this is what. Let me paint the picture here. It is a frozen vault deep underground. Hold on. It was a. It was deep. It was a vault deep underground, and it was frozen. And at the strike of midnight on Halloween, the door to the vault was open. There, with three hair dryers. That's right, three hair dryers. There was a block of ice. As the three individuals, one with a pumpkin head, and a couple other ones that I can't recall at the moment. All I remember is that they had hair dryers. And as those hair dryers blew that hot air, the Christmas Queen, that's right, the Christmas Queen herself was arising from the ice. That's right. Mariah Carey season is here. And don't you worry, you'll hear some of that sometime. I promise you that. I think it's really interesting. That song, was it All I Want for Christmas? That's become like the Christmas Rickroll. It has. It's like the Christmas Rickroll. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Never going to give Christmas up. Never going to let Christmas down. Yeah. Well, listen, I tell you what. The more that people hate on that song, the more my Christmas joy just continues to grow. So hate all you want to. Was another one, the Kelly Clarkson one. That's another one. Under the Tree. Yeah. That's another little pop jam. That's another little poppy jam, Christmas jam. Oh man, listen, I tell you what, hey, here I tell you, the difference of when things have the tides have turned is when the Christmas trees are encroaching in on the Halloween stuff, and Halloween isn't even finished yet. Now, I saw someone told me that they didn't even remember seeing the Halloween stuff. It was just boom, Christmas. Hey, listen, most wonderful time of the year. Well, I mean, I guess that you can be a sourpuss if you want. People are like, well, I don't like Christmas, blah, 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 blah. Well, listen, I tell you what, we celebrate Christmas with the best of them around here. Yeah, Christmas is magical. Magical time of year. Lord Blanket shows up, just making sure that tells everybody that, he's not going to take over Toy Town, not going to take over all of the toys, and that the whole idea of Trumpy Bear losing a couple of years back at the election to the commander, the Sunbow commander, well, it was all above board. Everything was above board. Hey, listen, there's another Toy Town election next year. There is. Toy Town. Well, right. What do you mean? Well, you know about Toy Town, right? Well, you have your own Toy Town. You do. Well, of course. We all have our own Toy Town. Think about it. When you were growing up as a kid, if you had toys, one of the things that you did is you would build little sets for them, little dioramas, maybe with blocks, Legos, whatever. But you know what? That was your Toy Town. That was where your imagination brought you. And you know what was awesome about it is that, well, it depends on who you were, what you had, and how you organize things. But probably one of my favorite things was taking figures and just having figures posed with other figures. Now, I know. You say, well, Sam, when did you start collecting figures? Oh, listen, I tell you what, I have wind up toys that go back to the beginning of the 19th century. But, was the 20th century? Yeah, the turn of the 20th century, right? Yes. Anyways, like the early 1900s. So, of course, I had been collecting figures for a while, but I always thought it was neat. You have a wind up toy next to a metal car, and then, of course, an old G.I. Joe. And then there was all the toys in the 80s, which are just way too many to name. But you would have an imagination. You would take your toys, your action figures. They would be from different, some GI Joes over here, a Ninja Turtle over there, a He Man over there, and sometimes you'd mix them all together, and they would go on an adventure, and you'd pretend and you play. That's what Saturday mornings and imagination were all about. Yeah, we would often watch cartoons, generations after generations, cartoons. So, Jeezy says something. Listen, hey, listen, check this out. Okay, right. I'm trying to get Lord Blanket's attention. Listen. Jeezy says, my toy town was a blanket with pillows underneath it for hills and mountains. My toy town was a blanket with pillows underneath it or hills or mountains. My toy town was a blanket. Mhm. The original toy, the blanket, something when an imagination is used, the magic of said blanket can become whatever you want. That is the power of the blanket, which some might say is quite possibly the original toy. I'd say all that because once again, you have your own toy town. And as I've seen, as things progressed, people continue to collect toys. Toys are magical. There's modern toys too, but there's also retro toys. There's conventions for retro toys, conventions for modern toys, conventions all over the place, and conventions that I will probably not ever go to again. Oh, yes, that page is turned, my friend. That page is turned. However, that doesn't mean that I still have the ability to talk and chat with toys. Of course, I will continue to report about the mischievous happenings of Toy Town. But the thing I want you to remember is that you have your own Toy Town. If you still collect action figures, it is still your own Toy Town. Do not give up the imagination. The imagination is still there. It's just powered and fueled On the magic of the golden giraffe. Now, under the power of Lord Blanket. Now, anything outside of that, listen, I want to get it's 1022. 1022 here on the fourth day of November in the year 2023. Listen, I got a couple of things here I'm going to play, a couple of jams, but this one is actually going to go out to Cobra. Well, the first song is going to go out to Kato. First song is out, it goes out to Kato. The last song of the set goes out to, let's see here. Cobra Viper. Yeah, Cobra Viper. The middle of the set, we have, let's see, the third song, the second song will be dedicated to Skydro. And then the third song, let's see, I think that will be dedicated to, let's see, who's the, uh, yes, Crazy Toys. Crazy Toys. Okay, so those are who these next songs are dedicated to. And I'll tell you what, pretty soon I'm going to reach out to Cobra Viper. I believe that he said that one of the things he requested is that he wanted to hear some more movie themes. So I got a couple movie themes here in between, a couple of cartoon themes. But yes, I have some movie themes. I'm not sure if I'll be back here before the top of next hour. I should be. If I am, it's radio only. And you say, well, Sam, how does that happen? Well, radio only if you're driving along in your car here in Richmond, Virginia, you just turn on your radio, 90.1 FM. But download the Live 365 app, search WDCE, and you can listen to the show. Let's see. Oh, yes. Well, of course. No, well, yes. Well, Mary Murr is always around, right? Well, she's first every time. Well, of course. No. Listen. But anyway, so once again, WDCE.org is another way you can listen to the show. And that's the only way you can listen to the cartoon themes and the movie themes that I'm going to be playing. Like I said, I'm going to reach out to Cobra Viper, try to get some other ones. Oh, yes. There you go. Hey, so try to see if we can play that at the top of the going into the next hour as well. Oh, yes. I got a couple of things here. I'm trying to juggle all these things, people chatting with me. Anyway, shout out to everybody who is chatting. At Sam Newsman on Instagram, at Sam Newsman on X, at Sam Newsman on Facebook, at Sam Newsman on YouTube. And like I said, WDCE.org or 90.1 FM. Like I said, we'll be back in a few moments. Well, like I said, we're trying to do the radio only segment, but we'll see. Listen, I got some jams I want to play here and some requests. So this is dedicated to a couple of friends out there. It is Saturday morning here, 10:25. You're on the fourth day of November in the year 2023. Here on the only radio show dedicated to the magic and nostalgia of Saturday morning, hosted by me, a real media puppet from the most trusted puppet in media, reporting since Roswell. I'm Sam Newsman, and this is Saturday morning.